Once again, if you're not down with the bullshit and you're down with the real shit, you know what time it is. Like and subscribe. Hey, man. It's important that this gets addressed, right? It's like this whole simp culture thing. You know, there's two bad things, bad elements that affect the black community: the simp culture and the thought culture. But right now, I'm talking about the simp culture. And the simp culture is a trip because, let's address the simp culture first, because the man is really supposed to be the head of his family, of the community, period. All right. And sometimes what is supposed to be what is. And when people get to talking about, other things, trying to come with excuses and reasons and trying to, so-called rationalize why what is not and why it's different, there's BS in that. Because if what is supposed to be what is, then if something is kind of going awry or going wrong, then it needs to be fixed, not changed to something different, just so, other people can benefit or other people can be in charge or something like that, or, to let other agendas come in to play, and we all be stupid and dumb behind that, not realizing that a game is being played with us, some kind of damn way. And in the end, we're going to suffer for that and shit. And then all the excuses about why you made a dumb move or why you wasn't thinking properly or whatever, it ain't gonna fucking matter. Just like they say, everything glitters is not gold. When you're supposed to get like so old in life, as far as maturity is concerned, to where you're supposed to have, certain type fundamentals of understanding about life and how to, move and operate as an adult. You're supposed to have those things down, but shit, yeah, man, this whole fucking simp culture where dudes think that because I cater to women more than the next guy, that makes me the better man. That's the most dumbest shit in the fucking world. Because you're supposed to be the head, but all you do is sit up here and talk about, you got people that all they want to do is sit up here and tell you conversations. A lot of times they trying to appeal to women when they do this shit. Like even women outside of their woman, their wife, their girlfriend, or whatever. And they think they're gonna get props by keeps telling these stories and giving these situations about how they listen to their woman and she told me this and she said that and I had to think about it and that was very informative and she enlightened me. And I'm telling you, because the way that I was before I met my girlfriend or met my fiance and this and that, I thought I had things figured out. I thought I knew this. I thought I knew that. And she awoken me to things that I never knew before. And it made me a better man. And I'm like, oh my God, I just thank God so much that he put her in my life, because before her, I thought I knew what was going on, but now I really do. What the fuck? No, dude. She just manipulated you and systematically brainwashed you to cater to her interests and for the better good of her. That's all with the manipulative reward that if you do these things and you be as consistent as possible, she will reward you with sex or, give you fake ass fucking adoration and what she, and the compliments that she gives you is based upon, it's like the same way like how you would compliment a dog. You know how you say, good boy, you throw the ball and he bring it back. You good boy, you pet him on the head. Good boy, this and that. You throwing a toy bone around and he go, and he come back. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, have I pleased you, master? Have I pleased you? Are you? And his tag is, and he rubbing, and his tail all wagging. That's the same thing. It's like, so, when he caters to her, she strokes his ego and then it ain't his tail wagging, but it's his you know what stands at attention. That's what that shit is. That's what happens to simps. Because simps a lot of times, when they were coming up as young men, these are the guys that didn't really get a lot of attention from women, didn't have a lot of sexual experiences. As far as like how they dealt with men, didn't really have a lot of camaraderie with their male contemporaries and stuff like that. And so, you know, and a lot of them also were raised by single mothers. So their whole mindset is misconstrued based upon these experiences and their upbringing, to where they think, well, okay, my mother, you know, gave me props for like basically catering to her, or, you know, made it seem like that's what my job was as her son to do. I'm supposed to always be there for her. He's not recognizing or realizing that what happened was you became a fill-in for your dad not being there. See, what a lot of mothers will do, these single black moms will do, and, you know, I'm addressing single black moms, not to say that no other race of women do this, but like, you know, if you're going to keep it real, you're going to address the issues and problems of your people, you know, first. You know, why would you go outside trying to address other people's problems and stuff like that? That doesn't make any sense. You know, white people are going to be all right. You know, Latinos or Asians, they're going to do what they got to do to make, they're not concentrating on us. You know, if anything, the only thing they'll point out about us is like things that's negative and bad, you know, and stuff like that. Like, you know, they'll just use us to say how not to be, you know, but that's basically it. Other than that, they're not caring about our well-being and trying to uplift us or anything like that, because, you know, they focus on their own situations and stuff. But, you know, he's, like I said, he's not realizing that that's all that is. You know, you have women who will get to the point where they say, well, shit, I'm tired of these relationships. I'm tired of things not going the way I want them to go, the way I think they should go, and dealing with these men. So now I'm through a relationship, but she still wants to be catered to as a woman. So what women like that will do, they'll use their sons. They'll use their sons like, oh, you know, they always keep telling you, oh, how much you should love them, how much you should appreciate them, how much you should respect them. As when you dealing with that single black mom like that, she's constantly always telling you these things as though you should praise her like she's Jesus Christ or God or something. You know, she's always telling you the difference between her and your dad. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Where's he at? He ain't the one giving you this. He ain't doing that. He didn't take you to the hospital. He didn't do that. He didn't, you know, and that's bad too. Because now, why do you have to throw the father on the bus and always use him as a selling point to promote yourself? You should be able to promote yourself by just talking about your good points and leave him up out of it. Because what is the significance of that? He's not there. See? So you use the father for that reason, you know? And so, like, that's why when you know, a lot of times, like, when you get older and you want to go talk to your father and ask his side of the story, that's why they get so infuriated, man. What are you going to talk to him for? What do you mean? You know, I told you that man was no good. Didn't I tell you he didn't care about us? What about what he did to me? What about what he did to me? They'll always, you know, they'll come back. If they say I went and talked, if you say you went and talked to your father and he said, hey, mom, he said that situation did happen, but it didn't happen the way you told me, and this and that. He said different times he didn't even know where we stayed at, and that you was trying to move and not let him know what the address was. You told grandma not to tell him, and this and that and whatever, and he still had to work, and he had situations and things that was going on in his life that he also had to deal with. But when he had chances, he was trying to reach out to us, and you knew about it, and you're not telling the truth. But she'll come right back. Well, what about what he did to me? Like, well, see, you know, and but the children who, you know, who grow up biting on that, namely the boys, a lot of times, you know, there's these manipulative things that the mom does to you know, to control him and to make him have all this adoration for her and everything, because you basically be instructed to do that. Like, even within your own family, your aunts will keep reminding you, that's your mother and this and that. And you're supposed to love your mother, and your mother's the only one in your life that's doing this for you and your brothers and blah, blah, this and that. Or your grandmother might do that or whatever. And you got all these women who are also like, backing her up. And so they're making you feel shame if you have any other perspective or idea that goes against, what they are instructing you to do and stuff. And so, in the Black community, this is like a constant, like across the board, throughout a lot of, or within a lot of Black families. So when you constantly see the same thing going on around in your environment, you think that, well, I guess this is how I'm supposed to act because I see everybody doing it. In the Black community, everybody praises their mom. They praise their mom where their mom is on drugs. They praise their mom where their mom is a prostitute. They praise their mom where their mom is physically abusive, verbally abusive, using them, manipulating them. It doesn't matter. In the Black community, you are supposed to hold your mom up high on the highest of pedestals, and you're supposed to look at your dad as if his only purpose primarily is what you're being taught. He is supposed to be a financial provider. Everything else is supported and controlled by your mother, or influenced by her perspective and everything else. He basically works. She controls the household, plus gets his money. He's supposed to pay the bills. She's siphoning money off of him to use just for her own whimsical thoughts and nature. But he's getting about a lot of back talk and disrespect from her, even if he is doing that. Even if he is this so-called good. I've seen this numerous of times. I have seen what dudes have gotten back in return for being just what they say, going out there, working like 7 days a week, working 60, 70, 80 fucking hours. This man comes home, there is no cooked meal. This man comes home, the house is a mess. This man comes home, the kids are constantly getting into trouble. They're not doing their homework. They're not doing well in school. All the things that she should be doing while he's out there hustling, making the money, she's not doing. But she's not held as accountable as she should be. Some people might say that's a shame, That's wrong. She shouldn't be doing that, She should be taking better care. But it's in the long run, it gets swept under the rug. In the environment of the hood within, these Black communities, and the woman is not held accountable. We know that, and like I said, I'll talk about that later. But that's what going into the also goes into the thought culture. You see what women are doing now today. Now they're just basically nobody's exploiting you. Nobody's exploiting these women. They're out here promoting their whole sexual, prowess and sexuality and everything, thinking that nowadays is what makes you a woman. That's what gives you clout. That's what gives you respect. How many dudes you just having, random sex with, and how many men you can sleep with and take away from them, and all kind of stuff, and they're walking around, being all sexually provocative, the way that they dress, everything, everybody, you see all these damn women walking around now with cleavage out and wearing booty shorts and butt cheeks hanging out, whatever. Where are the good women at anymore? It used to be, now you gotta understand, going back to the beginning of time, there's always been, prostitutes, whores, whatever you want to call it. There's always been these type of, women. But there in society, there was always these aspects of those women existing, but at the same time being like, okay, it wasn't like promoted. It wasn't put in your face. It wasn't like, mainstream. You know, this was something like you did on the under. You know, a lot of the tramps and women of that nature were like that, did what they did, but it was supposed to be a thing like, you know, that was between her and the dudes that she was dealing with. You know, she wasn't going out there promoting that and stuff like that. And like, it's like more so you would have to be in the know to know that a female was like that. If she got around, you know, enough, yeah, she could develop a reputation. That was on her. A lot of times what used to happen, you know, once you got that recognition or that name in whatever city you was in, she would have to move. She would have to go somewhere else. If she was going to really try to have some kind of relationship with a man, it was like she was so whorish that she got her reputation of being like that was so, you know, prevalent and prominent that, you know, everywhere, you know, she would turn, somebody would be talking about her, or whatever guy that would be with her that didn't know at the time, you know, what she does or what she was all about. Somebody would be like, "Hey man, you messing with that right there?" And you're like, "Yeah, what's up? Hey, be careful, dude. You better wear a condom." Like, what you doing? And she be messing around with all kind of dudes, dude. You know, she don't know where kids by, and you know, and stuff like that. And you know what I'm saying? You know, come on, man. That bro got 6 kids. She 24 years old. What the hell kind of? That don't make no sense. Don't have no husband. You know, like society was like different. Society like has become so immoral now. That's what's gonna bring the end to, like, you know, civilization. The immorality. People ain't caring about people's lives. They ain't caring about how they project themselves. They don't care about how they influence children. They don't give a damn. People just don't give a damn about setting any kind of real true standards anymore. It's just it's fucked up. But these simps, man, out here, these dudes be thinking they dated better dudes because I give all my check to a woman. I'm a good man. You a stupid man, fool. You dumb as hell. And when you dumb and when you stupid, you know, nothing comes from that. The Bible even talks about like how God tells you how ignorance costs. You know, the whole thing about being a fool and stuff like that. A fool shall not prosper. That's in the Bible. A lot of dudes, you being stupid behind these women, that makes you the better man than another guy who will say, "Oh hell no, you ain't getting all my money. You ain't using me. Oh no, I know what time it is with you. I ain't no simp. I ain't no joke. Oh no, I'm not taking care of another man's kids. You ain't gonna just use me." Knowing that, especially the landscape of like a lot of these women nowadays, not a lot of good women out here no more that's fit for marrying. You know, not like you know, it was a horror. Like they always have the saying that a good man or a good woman, you know, is hard to find. The Bible speaks about like a man who finds a wife, God said, has found a good thing. But that means worthy of being a wife. And you gotta understand that. God said a man who finds a wife has found a good thing. Think about, what do you get from that? There's all kind of women in the world. There's more women than men. So how hard should it be to actually find a wife if you really think about it? But it's speaking more about finding somebody who's worthy to be a wife. I mean, there's a lot of bad women out here. Man, there's a lot of women that's corrupted, because you have to believe that, because what? They say Satan runs the world, right? Satan is like the God on earth, you know? So think about it. If the majority of people here are manipulated by the influence of Satan and doing all these debaucherous things and everything, and, you know, that includes women too. And so that must, you know, so just think about it. So why are you catering to women like this? What the hell kind of shit? And getting, so you just feeding this whole system of things and making it worse. The guys, I grew up, guys are always saying, these damn simp motherfuckers, these simp dudes, man, they make it bad dealing with women, because they let women know that there's a bunch of dumbass suckers out here that, man, he just want to get between a woman's legs so bad that he will fucking, you know, lose his self-respect. He don't care, you know. And then the thing about it is, Dude, for all the money you shelling out to her, for all the things you buying her, for all the times you sit up here taking care of her bastard ass children that she had by all these different dudes, you don't even get the sex that probably that you would think a dude like that would get. You the dudes who ain't shelling out all the money and ain't doing all that damn shit get more sex than you. You know, that's a damn shame. Because you don't have, I don't give a damn how much money you give a woman. I don't give a damn how much you cater to her. Kiss her ass, kiss her kids' ass, all kind of shit like that. You notice why her kids don't have respect for you. Like, and you go on somewhere else, go to your partner house and buy a 6-pack and sit up there and talk about it. But, you know, I'll be buying, I bought her some Jordans last month. What? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I paid $200. Wait a minute, man. This motherfucker is 14 years old, fucking up at school, and you bought him a pair of $200 Jordans, and that ain't even your son. That's dumb as fuck, man. That's how it's hold on, dude. You ain't realizing. People like, before you say anything, think about it. She didn't even buy him. His daddy didn't even buy him. His grandparents didn't even buy him. But your simp sucker ass bought him. See that shit? And then you always talking about how the boy ain't got no respect for you. And her daughter, you know, like, she be rolling her eyes at me, and I'll just be trying to tell these kids about life, and I'll just be trying to give them my knowledge and expertise. What expertise? You are a simp. You are a sucker. What expertise? You've been failing for the most part of your life. What the hell? Oh, my God. You know, but what's the old saying? If you don't have respect for yourself, other people are not going to have respect for you either. So simps don't realize that even though they're giving this woman all their money, even though they catering to her children that's not theirs and all that stuff, dude, they still don't have respect for you because you are doing that dumb ass shit. They still know you dumb and stupid because she's manipulating you. And the kids don't care about you. They just using you for material things. They figure like, what is the saying? You know, saying what's good for the goose is good for the gander. The kids are cashing in on the same element of what mom is cashing in. You. They are learning from her survival tactics. Be that, you know, that they are, you know, manipulative tactics, you know, in the form of usury and, you know, and you know, I mean, yeah, that's true. But systematically, that's what's going on here. The kids are learning to use people because they see their mama using people. You know what I'm saying? And then they also know, they understand it, dude. They understand that they're their mom's kids. Okay, mom love us, regardless of what. You know, whether she with you or another dude. So it also applies itself to their respect for you too. If they see her and they like, she don't have a lot of respect for this dude. We already know that. We know she's just using this dude. Okay. You gonna be the type of dude, man, shit. When you let her not be there. Oh, maybe she could be there, I don't know. But go to the bathroom and stuff. You know, leave your wallet on a table somewhere, whatever. That kid probably go in there and take your money out of your wallet and just be like, and just leave out the door. Bam. You're gonna be sitting there going through a walk. I know I had another $20 in it. What's going on this thing? Then if you go talk to her about it, she can be like, I don't know what the hell happened. I didn't take your money. So, well, man, but Starkeisha, I know I had $20 in here though. I mean, okay, baby, I'm not saying you took it, but I'm just, what you trying to imply? One of my kids took it? My kids don't need your money. I know you ain't saying that. And then he gonna be, no. Now he might be remotely thinking there's a possibility could have happened. But once he feel, he feel threatened that, my only piece of ass might wake up, might walk up out of here. It's kind of like he'll just go and take the loss. Like, oh no, you know, I could be tripping. I could be tripping. I probably like spend some money on something. I just don't. I'm not trying to get you upset, baby. I'm sorry. You stupid mother. You know what I'm saying? And these damn simps be all online. You know, catering to women and shit, and there was an episode where Soldier Boy was going off about some things on that damn Complex fucking show, that wannabe hip hop show. The hell that shit. Damn, I can't. It's the shit that just going off the air now and shit. That dude Wayno gonna act like he about to nut up on Soldier Boy because he said something about let's say, like, if I forgot exactly, but let's say he just said something like F all y'all or something on this show or this and that. Then he was like, what? Hold on, what you say? Hold on, man. What did you just? And Soldier Boy basically like, I said what I said. Later on, he's sitting up here talking about his whole thing about why he got upset. Like, he didn't care about what he said in reference to him or in reference to Everyday Struggle. That's the show, yeah, Everyday Struggle. Or in reference to what he might have said to academics. But he said, oh, but now, if he talking to Nadeska, I'm sitting there thinking, no, man, I ain't gonna let you talk to a woman like that. You got these dudes be killing me. You ain't gonna let me do what? Dude, you ain't my dad. You ain't God. You don't tell me what the fuck I can and cannot say. You got these damn simp ass dudes, the way they was raising shit. No, man, because I'll stand up for women. You gonna lay down in the dirt for women too, dude. You gonna lay in a motherfucking, you gonna go see your maker behind being like that, dude. You mess with the wrong dude. I grew up, I remember people used to say, well, a man and put his hands on a woman is a punk. And I used to always wonder, like, why did they say that? He won't fight no man. Do you know how many dudes have whooped women asses and they will turn around and whoop a dude ass just as well? That's a fucking lie. I don't know where that shit from. That dude will whoop you and your bro's ass, dude. You know what I'm saying? Because some dudes just be like, yo, I don't take that disrespect from women. I don't take that disrespect from nobody. See, the simp saying, you supposed to take the disrespect for women. That makes you more of a man. What the hell? No, okay, that's your damn understanding. But that don't mean that's everybody's understanding. You can wind up getting killed behind that, dude. And I'm like, a lot of dudes like, yo, man, shit just really be like that, man. If you talking to your woman, talking to your wife, and you in public, and y'all, even if you is having an argument, and some dude come walking up, some strange dude that does not know you, does not know your woman, I think, and he come, hey, brother, that's a woman right there, man. This and that you shouldn't be doing. Man, this my wife, man. I got 2 kids with her, man. We just, yeah, but you thinking like, okay, I told you that, you understand, like, going, but oh, no, bro, but still that, when you done tried to talk to him, and he's still like, I'm going to be this, I'm going to be the white knight, either whoop that dude ass, or if you go get the thing out the car, if you got it, and you have to light his ass up, that's what what DMX said, when they drop, saying, shut him down, what he said, ask for it and you got it. I told you stay out of my business. That's what you need to, I would love to start hearing the news, like a lot of situations like that. A guy today got involved in an altercation between a man and his wife and was shot dead. I just like, well, hey. And then it's another, oh man, come on, man. I heard somebody straight up said this that I already had thought about. What was that, Minister Jap, or somebody straight up said, somebody said, hey man, I respect Dr. Boyce Watkins when he gives financial advice, and he talks about, like, boosting or stimulating the economy for black people. That's cool that he does that. But, where he tries to get into these other things, where he tries to talk about hip hop and popular culture and tries to talk about dating advice, and all, this is where it's like, what happened? You like, Dr. Boyce Watkins sound like a simp. He is a simp. what did they say? He's engaged to a woman or whatever who basically keeps saying, or married to a woman now, who still looks at herself as a single woman and keep talking about the trials and tribulations she has as being a single mother, but she's supposed to be married. So they like, he's talking about the love for her, and she's supposed to be somebody that he tried to really get a long time ago, and she was turning him down, didn't want him, and all kind of stuff like that. But now she wants him, and what, you know, and it's kind of sad, man, because I see him sometimes. He be trying to talk like he one of them dudes too. Be trying to talk like the simps. See themselves as the alpha males because they cater to women, and they do the things that women like, and they know that behavior will be appreciated by women. Them simping like that, and what that doesn't make you the alpha male, dude. It just makes you a simp, you know. And real men ain't gonna respect you for that, especially when it's like you a male feminist and you act like your job is to go around telling other men how because they don't simp like you, that means that they ain't shit and this and that. You do like I always tell people, you always got that real one out there. You come across that real one and say that stuff, you gonna learn to stop that simping, man. And the woman ain't gonna get her ass beat. It's gonna be you, and she ain't gonna help you while that dude is putting them hands on you either. And you know, I'm serious. It be dudes. All you gotta do is just look at Dr. Boyce Watkins. I believe that too. I respect his financial advice, and that's what he should stick to. All that other stuff, come on, dog. It's just like a lot of these hip hop commentators now. Y'all are jokes, man. Y'all don't know nothing about real hip hop, but they got y'all all giving y'all platforms to talk all this goofy mess and but yeah, man, I was just touching on that whole aspect and shit. I mean, it's a lot. It's really a lot more to talk about these simps. I mean, but damn, man, you know, it shit really so bad that sometimes you get tired of talking about that shit. But yeah, peace.